Picture this. You're in a new city. Maybe you're on vacation or you've just moved. You're hungry, really hungry. You walk into this amazing smelling restaurant, the atmosphere is perfect, and the host leads you to your table. You sit down, open the menu, and your mind goes completely blank. The waiter starts walking towards you, and you feel that little knot of panic in your stomach. What am I going to say?
Oh my gosh, that is the most stressful feeling. It's like all the English you've ever learned just flies out of your head. The panic is so real.
Exactly. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be that way, and we're here to help you with that. Welcome back to English with Adam.
That's right. Today, it's all about how to order food at a restaurant in English without the stress and without the panic. Just smooth, confident ordering.
You got it. So I think the first thing to remember is that confidence really comes from preparation. The whole experience is much easier if you do a little bit of work before the waiter even comes to your table.
Okay, so what do you mean by preparation? Like studying the menu really hard?
Well, that's part of it. But seriously, my number one tip is to look up the restaurant's menu online before you go. Most places have their menu on their website.
Oh, that's really smart. So you can use a translator for any words you don't know without the pressure of the waiter standing right there.
Exactly. You can figure out what pan-seared or au jus or braised means from the comfort of your own home. Another part of preparation is to have an idea of what you want to order. Maybe have a first choice and a backup choice.
Yeah, in case they're out of your first choice. That way, you're not totally surprised and put on the spot.
And think about any questions you might need to ask. For example, if you're ordering a steak, you need to know how you want it cooked. Rare, medium, medium well, or well done.
Okay, so preparation is key. Look online, have a first and second choice, and think about the details. Got it. So what happens when we actually get to the restaurant?
Right. So the first person you'll probably talk to is the host or hostess. They'll greet you and ask how many people are in your party. A simple, friendly, "Hi, a table for two, please," is perfect.
A table for two, please. Nice and easy.
Then, once you're at your table, your server or waiter will come over. Usually, the first thing they ask is about drinks. They might say, "Can I get you started with something to drink?" Or, "Do you know what you'd like to drink?"
And you can just say, "I'll have a water, please," or "Could I get a lemonade?" But what if you don't know yet? What if you need more time to look at the menu?
That is a great question, and it's something I think a lot of learners worry about. It is perfectly okay to ask for more time. You can just say, "I'm not sure yet. Could we have another minute?"
That's such a relief to hear. I think people worry about being difficult or annoying,
Not at all. It's a completely normal request. They want you to have a good experience. So now let's get to the main event, ordering the food. The waiter comes back and says, "Are you ready to order?"
Okay, the moment of truth. What are the magic phrases?
There are a few really good, polite ones. The most common are, "I would like," and "I'll have." For example, "I would like the grilled salmon," or "I'll have the cheeseburger." You can also say, "Could I please have?"
I would like, or I'll have. Okay, that feels very natural. What about if you can't pronounce the name of the dish? Some of them can be really tricky.
Absolutely. In that case, it's fine to point to the item on the menu and say, "Could I please have this?" It's even better if you try to say it and ask, "I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but I would like this dish." People really appreciate the effort.
That's a great tip. Okay, now for the advanced level question. What if you want to change something? Like, say you hate onions and you want to make sure there are no onions in your salad.
This is called making a modification, and it's super common. You can simply add it to your order. Say, "I'll have the chicken salad, but could I get that with no onions, please?" Or another popular one, "Could I have the dressing on the side?"
Dressing on the side, a classic. That makes sense. And what if you have an allergy? That feels even more serious.
It is, and you need to be very clear. In that case, you should state it directly before you order. Something like, "Before I order, I need to let you know I have a severe peanut allergy. Is the kitchen able to accommodate that?" Your safety is the most important thing.
Okay, that's really good to know. So we've ordered, the food comes, it's delicious. What happens next?
Well, usually a few minutes after you get your food, the server will come by and do a check back. They'll ask, "How is everything tasting?" Or, "Is everything okay here?"
And you can just say, "It's delicious, thank you," or "Everything's great."
Exactly. And if there is a problem, this is the time to politely mention it. "Excuse me, my steak is a little undercooked for me." Or, "I'm sorry, but I think I got the wrong side dish."
Right. Okay, and then the final challenge. You're full, you're happy, and you're ready to leave. How do you ask for the bill?
The final boss. When you're ready, try to make eye contact with your server. When they look over, you can give a little nod or smile, and then when they come by, just say, "Excuse me, could we have the check, please?"
The check, please. I've also heard people say the bill. Is there a difference?
In American English, check and bill are pretty much interchangeable, but check is probably a bit more common in restaurants. In British English, you would almost always say bill, but either way, people will understand it.
Awesome. This is all so useful. Can we do a quick recap of the most important phrases?
Let's do it. When you arrive, "A table for two, please."
When you're ordering, "I would like," or "I'll have."
Or modifications, "Could I get this with no onions, please?"
And to pay, "Could we have the check, please?"
That's it. Honestly, the most important thing of all is just to smile, be polite, and don't be afraid to say, "I'm sorry, I'm learning English." People are almost always kind and patient.
That's so true. A little bit of kindness goes a long way. But you know, Adam, there's one more area that can cause a lot of anxiety for visitors to the US, and that's tipping.
Oh, that is a huge one. Tipping culture can be really confusing, especially since it varies so much from country to country. In the United States, it's a really important part of a server's income.
Exactly. So what's the general rule? How much should you tip for good service?
At a standard sit-down restaurant, the guideline is to tip between 15 and 20% of the bill, before tax. If the service was exceptional, you can go higher. While tipping is technically optional, it's very rare to leave no tip at all.
That's a helpful benchmark, 15 to 20%. For people who aren't used to it, calculating that in the moment can be a bit stressful. Do you have any easy tricks for that?
Absolutely. A simple way is to take the sales tax amount on your bill and double it. That usually gets you into the 15 to 20% range. Another easy method is to find 10% by moving the decimal one place to the left and then just double that for a 20% tip.
Doubling the tags. That's a fantastic, simple shortcut. Thanks, Adam. That really clears things up.
You're welcome. The goal is to feel confident, and handling the entire process, from ordering to paying the check, is a big part of that. Practice is key. The more you do it, the more natural it will feel.
That was so comprehensive. I feel ready to walk into any restaurant and order with total confidence. Thanks for all those great tips, Adam, and thank you all for listening.
We hope this helps you on your English learning journey. Until next time on English with Adam, take care and bye for now.